Hi everyone, Michaela here today with my weekly Empties and Unempties, and this is for week 2 of the Low Buy collaboration, which if you remember was clams and scoops. And if you watched my melting basket video, you know that I had quite a few that I was trying to get through. I did end up adding a few more in because I was cleaning out some stuff and I found both some clams and some scoops that I set aside that I kind of forgot about. So I just added those into my basket. So you'll see possibly some different things than what I showed in my melting basket. I'm gonna start, well first, let me say welcome back to my channel. I appreciate the support, and like I've said before, I enjoy the wax community and all the people in it and just getting to engage with everyone. So I'm actually gonna start with my unempties first because I have far, far less of them than I do empties, which, okay, most of the time I think is pretty typical for me. I tend to try and empty things. So we'll start. So this is a clamshell from Super Tarts and Chrissy's Remains. So Chrissy's Remains is sea salt, ozone, seagrass, plum, pear, and spun sugar. So it's Jaws and something else, I believe. So I have used 3 of the cubes, and I kind of did that because I was using them in my laundry room and one of my bathrooms, and so I just didn't get the chance to finish all of it. But I am going to be putting anything like this that I started and halfway used into a separate basket. And then when I'm done with the collaboration and all the challenges, I'm going to do a few weeks of melting out of that. So I might do 1 week of melting out of that, and then a week of something else, and then another week of that, just to kind of use up these leftovers, because I don't like putting this away. But this is a good scent. Always performs really well. Her Jaws scents are always really strong. I have a scoop from Zape in White Christmas. And I don't have the scent notes on this one, but it's like a balsam type scent. So it's a very good scent, but I'm noticing personally for my Zape scoops, I get like a medium, maybe medium strong throw. They're not super strong, but they're definitely there, like I can smell them. So I did use about half of it, if you can tell. I haven't decided yet if this is one of the ones I'm gonna put away or if I'm gonna put it into a bin to use up. So I might also put it in a bin and just use it up and finish it. And then we have Neverland, also from Zape. And I believe this one's like a pink sugar and strawberry scent. It's from 321. Yeah, it's like pink sugar and strawberry, something like that. This is a very pretty scent, but again, I kind of get like a medium throw on it. So like if you're saying out of 10, I'd probably say maybe a 6 out of 10 or maybe a 7, but probably more like a 6 out of 10. So it's there, I can smell it. I know it's there, but it's just not very strong to me. And then the rest of my unempties are scoops by L3. So we have Starberry Pound Cake, Beach Nights, Palo Santo. So this one is really good. I was a little nervous about this one with the combination, but I actually really enjoyed this, and it was a really pretty scent. So you really get that Strawberry Pound Cake and the Beach Nights, which to me, Beach Nights normally overpowers every scent, but I really do get the Strawberry Pound Cake on this one. And then the Palo Santo kind of just adds a richness and a depth to it. And so I really like this one. I'm probably gonna put this one in the basket to use up and finish because I have so many scoops from L3. I really do need to start getting through them. Another one is Peppermint Sugar Cookie Royale. I've used just about over half. I really do like this scent, but it is really strong. But this is a really good one if you like a strong peppermint sugar cookie scent. Next is Strax Acid Bath, which is Boogie Be Gone, Peppermint, and Rosemary Mint. I didn't use very much of this, and I did discover throughout this, I don't love doing scoops in my bedroom, only because maybe what I need to do is I need to go through and find all my extra spoons and put some in my bedroom, but I just don't think to do the scoops in my bedroom quite as much. But I did use it, and I think I will also put this in the container to just use it up. In fact, I do have a separate bedtime container that I haven't really been using anything from lately. Maybe I will just sit this in there and then use it up. Next is I Put a Spell on You Leviosa. So I Put a Spell on You is cinnamon sugar, French baguettes with their top secret bakery bomb blend. And then Leviosa is apple cider leaves and spice. So this one's good, but I think I prefer the I Put a Spell on You by itself. So I still have a decent amount to use up, but it performs well. I just prefer the other one. And then Cranberry Pumpkin Peanut Brittle. This, I don't know. This was okay. It was not a love. It was not my favorite scent. It performed very well, but I don't think I like the cranberry with the pumpkin peanut brittle. So I don't know if I'm gonna try and use it up, or if maybe I'll pass it on to someone else that may or may not like it. I'm not sure yet. So those are all my unempties, and the rest are empties. We will continue. Oh no, I have one more unempty. So I did sheet one night. One night I did melt the Pink Sleepy Time from Sassy Girl Aroma. You guys know that I love this one. So it's pink sugar, lavender experiment, and chamomile. So I did melt that one night. Okay, so now let's go through the scoops that I did finish. So first is the Veil, which is Lunar, Eclipse, Aftershave, and Lillian's Lullaby. This was a pretty scent. I do like shaving cream scents, but I find personally that they're not as strong. So, and then you really do get that kind of Johnson's Baby and Baby type scent with this as well. So it was good. I probably wouldn't buy it again. Not my favorite type of scent. It performed well though. Next we have Sweet Lavender, Pink Sugar, Rosemary Mint, and Pink Chiffon. Again, this was good. I enjoyed it. Definitely wasn't like a gross scent or anything, but it's not one of my favorites, so I probably wouldn't purchase this again either. And I do find that a lot with L3. I mean, in general, there's a lot of really good blends that I do try, but then there's a lot that I'm like, well, I just want it a little more simple, or I don't know. We all have our favorite blends that we like or don't like. The Burrow Pumpkin Pecan Waffles, which the Burrow is fresh baked cinnamon rolls with extra brown sugar and vanilla frosting. Again, this one was really good, and it was nice to have a pumpkin pecan waffle blend, but it's probably not my favorite pumpkin pecan waffle blend. I would probably choose a different blend other than this one, but it was good and it performed well. Cupcakes at Tiffany's, Strawberry, Vanilla, Balsam, Vanilla Birch, and Sugar Cookie Royale. I really enjoyed this one. I don't think I would actually ask for this one, but I think if I saw it and I was already ordering that, I'd probably order more. It was really nice. I really enjoyed it, and it performed extremely well. Okay, I have two from Zape that I finished. The first was Apple Cinnamon Donuts, and this is from 2020. And I think that's why it got so discolored, because it's really like yellowy. But this one is beautiful. I really, really like this one. I feel like this one was more of a strong thrower. It wasn't quite the medium thrower. And I don't know if it's just because it's older. That's what I'm trying to figure out. So would I buy this one again? Probably. If I ordered from Zape, I would definitely pick up this scent again. Otherwise, I might try and find a similar scent from another vendor that maybe is more consistent with strong throw for me. And then Cindy Lou Who, this is like a pink sugar mint blend. I think it's pink sugar, mint, and like fireside or something like that. So here's the thing, I love this type of a scent, but this wasn't strong enough for me. I would say it was probably like a 5 or 6 out of 10. I could definitely smell it. I knew it was there, but when I want a blend like this, I want it to be stronger. So I don't know if I'm going to continue ordering scoops from Zape or not. I haven't decided yet. I do get throw. I always get throw, but it's just not quite as strong as I would like. And then I did do one from Rose Girls Wax. So this is strawberry jelly donuts. So this is one of the ones I added in, plus the Zape ones that I added in. I really liked this one. This one performed really, really well. And one thing that was interesting that I found is like it was really, really strong and then it was gone. So it was like strong for like 4 or 5 hours and then the whole scent was just completely gone. But I really enjoyed this. This was a really, really good scent. Oh, one more thing that I did want to say, and I don't know if you can tell by looking at it, but I don't like the consistency of the Zape scoops compared to the L3 and the Rose Girls. Let me show you. So I don't know if you can really tell, but the Zape ones are almost like a thicker Vaseline texture. And so with a lot of my bigger warmers, I use the bigger egg tart silicone mold things on top of my hot plates. And like I had to scoop the Zape scoops back out of it because they wouldn't pop out. But the L3 and the Rose Girls, they would solidify just enough that I could just pop it out of the silicone. So that's another thing that I didn't like about Zape. And it wouldn't bother me if I wasn't using so many scoops for 1 week. Like if it was just one Zape scoop for a week that I was using maybe 1 or 2 days, and it would be no big deal. But something about how much I had to use it, I just did not like the consistency of the scoops. I did have 2 samples that I did end up using, mostly because in one of my boys' rooms, they have a little container of samples. And so when I did the clamshells, I didn't have enough with one clamshell to do the whole upstairs in their room like I normally do. And so I just grabbed out samples from them. Honestly, I didn't stay in there to smell them. I don't know really how they performed. So the first one is from Closet Full of Wax, and this is from 2020. It's Lavender Marshmallow. So one thing that I have noticed is like all of the samples that I got back then are like turning colors and they're kind of like oozing the oils out, if you can see. And I really don't feel like they have much scent left in them anymore. I mean, smelling the bag, there's nothing in the bag. And so I don't even know if it really smelled in their Rubinol. And that's one of the reasons that I personally stopped buying from Closet Full of Wax, even though I really like so many of their blends. I feel like at least with the samples, they lose their scent. And so I don't know, I haven't experienced yet if their bars do that as well that I ordered, but their samples seem to. And so I didn't want to spend money on wax that only smells good for a really short amount of time. So I will wait and see as I work through the rest of my stash from them, and then I will go from there. And then from L3 Waxy Wonders, I also did Luna in their room. Okay, we've got a lot to go through here. So fizzing lavender soda. So we'll do the bathing garden first. So fizzing lavender soda. This one was actually really good. I really enjoyed this. I put it in and then I remember going back upstairs because I melted this one upstairs and I was like, wow, what do I have in it? It's really good. And so I enjoyed this one. For most of my bathing garden, I tend to get a medium strong throw, kind of like Zape. I know it's there, I smell it, it smells good. It generally lasts a pretty decent amount of time, but I don't tend to get really strong throw. It seems like the only ones that I get the strong throw are maybe the ones with lemon and stuff like that in it. But I did enjoy this one. I would either buy that again or find a similar scent from another vendor. Acts of Kindness, which is candied citrus pills, sugar, sprinkled grapefruit, blood orange, and lime. So again, this one was really pretty. I really did enjoy this scent. And again, kind of more of like a medium throw. Salted Rose, which is sugary rose jam, is blended with salty tears and sprinkled with pink Himalayan sea salt. If you watched my risky week already, you know that I've decided I really don't like rose scents. And so I'm trying to get through and use them. So This was definitely rose. I would not purchase it again, but if you like rose, I highly suggest it. Okay, this was my only disappointing from the Bathing Garden this week. This was Guava Berry Gelato, which is guava, raspberry, and strawberry iced up into creamy gelato. I had 2 clamshells, and I melted them downstairs in my main area. No scent. I literally could not smell this at all. And you would think with guava and raspberry and strawberry, like you would be able to smell this. I couldn't smell anything. Like there was nothing there, no scent. So I would not purchase that again. And these are all from the same time. So these are all from August 2020, which yes, they're getting old, but all the other ones had scent and that one didn't. My favorite one this week from the Bathing Garden was Harley Loves Joker, which is shortbread cookies blended with shredded coconut cream and sugar sprinkles. This one was really pretty and it lasted a very long time. It was probably one of the stronger ones, but I wouldn't say that it was a strong throw. It was maybe a 7 out of 10, but I really enjoyed that scent. Pirate Punch, which is sweet coconut pineapple blended with tropical floral. So I melted these 2 together in the main area. I could smell this one. This one I couldn't really smell, so I didn't really get much of the pineapple or the tropical floral. I mean, I mostly got just coconut from this one, but this one smelled like the bakery coconut. Okay. Tropical Strawberry Buttercream, which is strawberry buttercream blends with notes of cheesecake and pineapple frosting. This one was okay. It was about an 8 out of 10. Probably wouldn't purchase it again, but it wasn't awful. And then Storybook Mint, I melted this one night. Just a very subtle, pretty mint scent. If you like more of a subtle mint and you don't like nose clearing, you don't like in your face mint, you would probably like this one. I don't know what's in it, but it was pretty. I could smell it. It just wasn't like nose clearing at all. Okay, Sensationals. I had a few really good Sensational ones, but here's one thing that I noticed, and I don't know if it was just the Sensationals or also the Better Home and Gardening. I think it was both of them, but a lot of them burned my warmers. Like when I used them, I would have like burn marks from the oils or whatever on the bottom, and that was in multiple different warmers. Do you guys experience that? Is that normal? I just thought it was kind of weird. And the ones where I noticed the most was in my halogen warmer. So it wasn't even a hot plate, but like the bottom got burnt like really, really bad, and it was super easy to notice because it was white. And so I actually had to clean it out with a magic eraser to get it clean. So first we have Caramel Apple Spice. This one was really strong, a 10 out of 10. But yeah, it left a weird film in the warmers, very weird. Girlfriend Night, this was really, really good. I melted this upstairs. I really enjoyed it. This was also a 10 out of 10. I would probably purchase this one again because I really did enjoy it. And then Molten Orange. This was amazing. I really need more of this. I did see that you can't buy it. I don't know if it's one that comes back. Maybe if you have it and you don't like it, let me know and I will get it from you because I love this. And my husband really loved this, which most of the time he does not like any of my wax. So Molten Orange by Sensational. If you've had this one before and you know of any other scents that are comparable to this one, please let me know because we really enjoyed that one. Okay, I have a million from Super Tarts, so we'll start with that. So this one is Snot Me Not. This is from 2018. Snot Me Not is Eucalyptus, Herbal Lavender, and White Walkers. I did rebag some of my old clamshells a while ago into these bags just because my clamshells were gross. So this was really good. I melted this one night. I only had 4 cubes left of this one. House of Lannister, which is lemon zest, mandarin peach, white rose, sandalwood, vanilla tonka, cranberry, sagrina, and strawberry. This one was pretty. I enjoyed it. It wasn't like a standout, like I need more, but it was nice. Lizzie, which is peach, magnolia, pear, jasmine, white amber, grapefruit. This one was pretty nice. I think I enjoyed this one. I definitely got peach as the strongest note, and to me, it didn't smell like the cat pee that some people sometimes say, so that was nice. One of my favorites that I melted this week was actually Sea Witch. This is one that I think I'm gonna watch for to buy. So this is Beach Florals, Ocean Air, Melon, Mandarin, Pine, Cypress, Lemon, Lime, White Musk, and Champagne. Reading those notes, I would never ever buy this one, but I really enjoyed this one. It was a great scent and it lasted a long time. Bob, which is Shaving Cream, Coconut, Beach Florals, Ocean Air, and Melon. This was okay. It wasn't very strong. Like I said though, I think almost anything with shaving cream just isn't very strong for me. One of my favorites is Serious, which is Blackberry, Sandalwood, and Black Pepper. I love this one. I do have a band bag of this one, so I really needed to use it. I think sometimes because I don't reach for clamshells very much, I tend to kind of like forget what I have. So I just kind of forgot I had that. These two I melted together. So I did Effie, which is ginger ale, grape soda, and spun sugar. And then Emma Frost, which is ginger ale, vanilla beans, and sugar crystals. I put these both downstairs in my downstairs area. This one is much stronger and lasts much longer than this one does. They're both good, but something about the grape soda with the ginger ale, it just makes it such a stronger scent. So if you like grape soda scents, that one's great. I would probably get it again, but I don't need to rush out and get it. Mama's Family, Lemon Curd, Blackberry, and Laundry. This is a really pretty scent. I use this in bathrooms and laundry rooms throughout the week, and I really enjoyed this. I do have a band bag of this, and this is pretty enough that I think I could actually probably melt it in my main area and be okay. But wait, there's Myrrh, which is Rose Petals, Pound Cake, Buttercream, Frankincense, Myrrh, Blackberry, Marshmallow Fluff. I didn't like it because of the roses. The roses just always come out so strong to me in blends, and I'm not a rose person anymore. Yeah, it's just too much rose. I think if the rose wasn't in it, the rest of the notes I probably would have really liked. And then the one that I hated, that like as soon as it melted, I had to take out. Like it was so gross. Loki's Tricks. So lemon icebox pie, fruity cereal, buttercream, which would have been fine, but then you added in rose jelly. It was so gross. Like it was just gross. I mean, even if you like rose, like mixing it with fruity cereal, I mean, no, it was gross. I'm sorry. See, this can give me points towards risky week, I guess. Super strong though, way, way strong, but yeah, it was gross. Yeah. It's not very often I have a scent that like almost makes me sick, and that's kind of what that almost did. Now we'll do Southbound. So we have Lavender Orange Soda, which is lavender, vanilla, sugary sweet, fizzy orange soda. This was gorgeous. I loved this. This was such a good scent, and I would definitely pick up more of this when she offers it again. I really enjoyed that. Bohemian Rose, so earthy woods and rose petals with notes of greenery and soft musk. This one didn't bother me, and I think it's because of the other notes with it kind of balanced out that rose scent, and so I actually enjoyed this. I wouldn't buy this one again, but I did enjoy it. Okay, this one was weird. So apple crunch cookies. So crisp apple and warm cinnamon blends into a sweet cookie dough with crushed almonds and vanilla cream. Okay, this smelled like an almond cookie. I got like no apple from it. I loved the scent. It was a great scent, but it needs to be named almond crunch cookies, not apple crunch cookies, because I got no apple. And to me, generally apple scents are extremely strong. Like if you have apple in something, you smell the apple. And to me, it was like almond crunch cookies. Beautiful. I loved it. It was such a great, warm, comforting bakery scent, but it was not apple, not at all. But I loved it. I would purchase it again. I just would remember almond crunch cookies, not apple crunch cookies. And then the last ones from Southbound are Blueberry Pecan Waffles, which is blueberry pecan waffles covered in maple syrup and brown sugar. This was beautiful. I definitely got the blueberry and the pecan waffles. I didn't get much maple or brown sugar. It wasn't like a sickly sweet scent to me at all. It just was a really nice, comforting bakery scent as well. I I hate how, to me personally, a lot of the clamshells smell plasticky when you smell them. But no, this was really good. I really enjoyed it. It was a good blueberry. One thing that I noticed with this one, and I don't remember if the other ones kind of did the same thing, but it's like it was strong, 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 and then the scent was gone. So it was really strong while it lasted, and then the scent was just gone, which was okay. I have these two that I melted together. One was by Mainstays, which is Cranberry Mandarin, and then the other one was Better Homes and Garden Cranberry Mandarin Splash. These were really good, but you guys, this wax is weird. I don't know if you can tell, but can you see all the pieces on there still? Like, I could not pop this wax out. It did not want to come out of it. It's like it was almost gooey gooey, like a scoopable. Like, it was very, very weird. And then it's also like, they're really small, so you don't get much for the money. So these clams are like half. Let me see. So this is 1.25. Yeah, so half. And then this one's 2.5. It was a good scent. I didn't mind the scent, but the texture was very weird. Is that normal for Mainstays, or was that just kind of a weird one? Good scent. I enjoyed the scent. I would probably buy this one again if I could find it. This one, I didn't like the texture. Very, very weird. Okay, Butterscotch Maple Cream. I don't know what this smelled like, but this did not smell like butterscotch. I did not, yeah, I don't know. When it was melting, it did not smell like butterscotch or maple or anything. It just was weird. Now these ones also didn't smell like the name. So these are Orange Buttercream Cupcake. This smelled like Fruit Loops to me. Like, it had a really kind of like a Fruit Loop with a tiny bit of bakery. It was really good. I really enjoyed it, and I would definitely get these again, but they didn't really smell like an orange buttercream to me. It smelled like Fruit Loops. It was delicious though. It just totally made my whole day. I really enjoyed it and reminded me I need more cereal blends. I don't have enough cereal blends. And then the last one, and sadly I couldn't stand this one either, it was Sugar Melts by Stacy, and it's blueberry sugar. It did not smell like blueberry. I don't know what it was. Like, you can even see my notes on here. I was like, not blueberry, yuck. So this one was yuck this week, and this one was yuck. These are both like yuck, like gross. So I did not enjoy this one at all. To be fair though, I received this for free in a D-stash. I have no idea how old this is. I personally, in the last year, I haven't seen her offer clamshells. So, I mean, maybe this one's extremely old and just kind of the smell turned. I have no idea, but this one did not smell like blueberry on warm at all. Like, I don't even know what it smelled like. I mean, it kind of smells like a candied blueberry in the clamshell, but when it was melting, it was not blueberry. I do not know at all what it was. So I did get through quite a bit. I wish that I would have gotten through even more, but I'm really happy with the progress that I made. All of my super tarts that were from 2020 that I picked out for this, along with all of the rest of like the vendor wax, I did put them into my use it up basket that I was talking about in the beginning. So I'm not gonna put those back away in my stash. Once the challenge is over, if I can't use those for a different challenge, then I'm just gonna go ahead and, you know, focus on using up that basket afterwards. So I don't really want to put that stuff away anymore. I want to use it and get it out of my stash. I do have a couple hauls that will be coming up. I haven't filmed them yet, but I do have a Rose Girls haul that I made before January started. I have purchased one thing, and it was from Kathy's Scoopable Tart Wax, I think is her name. And so I just got 4 scoops. So I think I'm probably just gonna combine those two together, because there's no reason to do a single video just for 4 cents. And since they kind of have similar scents and they kind of partner together anyway, I think it's okay for me to blend those together. As for updates, so if you want, I'm done with talking about wax, so you can turn it off here if you want. Otherwise, I'm going to update you on kind of what's going on. So, as you guys know, my grandma's in rehab, and in talking to my mom, because we live in Texas and so they're in Idaho, so I'm not there for everything that's going on. But pretty much we think that my grandma has pretty much just kind of given up, that she's tired and she just doesn't really want to fight anymore. So I've been told that she's not eating, she's not being willing to get up and walk around and move around. And so the rehab center has told us that if she doesn't start making improvements, that we're going to have to actually look into more of an assisted care type facility for her. So it's definitely been a challenge, and I think maybe at this point, for those of you that say prayers, if you could, pray for her, but also pray for my mom and for, her family to have strength to deal with the things that are going to be happening most likely in the next month or two, because I know that I have been very blessed to have had her so long in my life, and I know there's probably a few people my age, quite a few, that don't still have their grandmas around, and if you could just pray for strength and for comfort and for us to kind of get through the next few months and whatever's going to happen, I greatly appreciate it. And I appreciate all of you who watch this part and who comment on it, because when you're going through things like this, it helps so much to have support. And I feel the love when you guys make comments on this and on the things that I'm going through. And it's amazing how when you know that there's just people out there that are rooting for you, that are thinking about you, that understand that you're going through something challenging, sometimes it just makes it a little bit easier and you don't feel like you're alone. So I just want you to know how much those words of kindness and encouragement really mean to me. Still trying to get adjusted with my new classes. They're really good and really interesting, and I'm really loving them. And it's a lot about, one is a family and community class. So I'm learning about families and how families, interact with communities, and resources and the things that people can access around them, which is really fun and I'm really enjoying. And the other one is about social innovation and how each and every one of us can create change for the better around us. And so I'm really, really enjoying my classes. I feel like they speak to me and to the things that I want to do with my life. And so that has been fun. Otherwise, Texas is throwing a temper tantrum. It's kind of been hot and cold and hot and cold. And I know that Edna was talking about that in her video, about how she doesn't know what to melt some days, because we might have a really nice warm day and then the next day it's freezing. So it's been a little interesting weather-wise, but the sun's out, but it's cold. So anyway, but thank you for taking the time to watch this. Like I said, I appreciate all of you and your support. I hope that you have a wonderful week, and I will talk to you next time. Bye.